Hello, my name is Artem Levikin. I'm 39 years old. I'm Russian, and let me introduce myself a little. Since childhood, I think it was my destiny to be in spotlight. I had red hair, what was pretty unusual for Russian people. And as far I cry a lot, my mother brought me to choir, and I became soloist. So it was time when I was on the stage. Then I became pianist. And as far I did it great, when I graduated school, my mother and me decided to go to college, and then I continue and went to university, and I was the best there. So all my life somehow was on the stage. But unfortunately I didn't like my life because I got the best job. I was one of the best pianists in my city, but it was not money. And after 10 years, I realized it's slow going down, and it's not interesting to be pianist anymore. So no future, and I didn't like my life. So I was moody because as a pianist, you mood always up and down. And I didn't have money. So I tried to find out what I can do next with my life, because it's very difficult, because you spend all your life, you practice every day, so you create yourself as much as it possible, and suddenly you don't like your life and you couldn't see your future. So my father in the past was a photographer, and somehow it will always inspire me, photography. I bought my first camera, and I start to shoot people surround me, share with them my pictures, and even now I can tell it was very good. I was talented, and then my life changed, because I stopped to be pianist, and I start to be photographer. And as far I'm perfectionist, and as far I used to work very hard to be pianist, because pianists should practice every day 3-4 hours to play good. If you don't do this, you already couldn't do this. You don't have product. So I found somehow what related with art, but some profession what related with art, but what have first product and have money. So I became photographer. I start to shoot fashion. I start to shoot for all magazines, for billboards. I start to shoot weddings, and after a couple of years, I became the best photographer in my city. But unfortunately, unfortunately for me, I like to travel, and I was always curious. And when I travel, I didn't know English, because Russian people don't know English very well, because we don't connect it with don't border with another countries, and we actually don't need it. That's why always when I travel abroad, I always travel with Russian friends, and always speak Russian. And then I realized I need English, and I want to be international, and I want to change my life again, because I didn't want to be only the best photographer in my city, in Russia. I wanted to be international, and it took, I think, 4 years to find out that for me it's very difficult to learn English. Because I think I'm pianist, and I consider this, my brain consider this as a sound, and my speaking was always good, but my listening was always bad. That's why I decided to put myself in very hard environment. I searched on internet where I can study English, and I found Philippines. I consider to go to Philippines or to go to America. But unfortunately, in America, you can only study English 18 hours per month. And I found school where it was English 11 hours per day. So I bought flight ticket to Philippines. I have never been in Philippines. I didn't know what Philippines is because if you search on internet, Philippines, it's always white beach. It's always good environment. And when I arrived, it was Cebu in a big school. I was pretty shocked. Because like it's jeepney, it's crazy people, you don't know what to expect with people, and all teachers in school told me don't go out. And in school it was very crazy because I didn't know English. It was no Russian people there. It was no Russian language at all. It was no internet, and like it was Chinese student, Vietnamese, and Japanese, and who actually didn't know English as well. And like I was shocked. I wanted to escape, but as far Philippines, it took me 2 days to my way from Russia to Philippines. That's why it's even I was shocked. I realized I couldn't come back, and I need to do something with this. So after 1 month, I realized I still don't know English very well, and I continue in Cebu. I think I stayed there around 7 months, and I start to communicate with native people there. So even now I have a lot of friends there. I have a lot of memory. It was actually great to create my third life. It was a great time, so I didn't give up. Then when I came back to Russia, I realized I don't want to stay in Russia anymore because I like Philippines so much, I like Filipino people so much, and I can see future here. And of course, like in Russia, it's people never smile, economy problems always was in Russia, and of course weather, because it's like 8 months snow, and like sometimes you when you go out, even your eyes frozen, you couldn't do anything. So, and on Cebu, I didn't find money as well because it's very small market, and for my level of photography, I didn't find any pesos there. And told my friends, what I already had a lot of friends, they told me go to Manila, and now I'm in Manila. I'm staying here already. I've been staying here already 3 years. I never bored here because in Russia I was bored because like every day was same. I knew my past, I knew my future, I knew all my friends, and nothing already inspired me. And Philippines, like every day it's different. I actually I like Manila. When I came here, I didn't go out for 2 weeks, but now I even have a motorbike. And yesterday I drove my motorbike all over Manila, and that's what I like in my life here, because it's always contrast here. Because in my profession, I never stuck with one theme, with one zone, so I don't have comfort zone. So sometimes I shoot interior, sometimes I shoot events, sometimes I shoot weddings. And this, what actually I looking for all my entire life, because I can travel now, because I shoot weddings, and I was all over Philippines. I travel because I have motorbike, and I travel a lot here. So this is my life. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you.